count developments. Buffalo, New York is beginning to recover from a massive snowfall that stranded thousands of residents. The driving ban will be lifted in time for the morning commute, but all government buildings will stay closed on Wednesday. Buffalo got 25 inches of snow over a 24-hour period, and more snow is expected over the next couple of days. Heavy snow is also causing problems in Cleveland, Ohio. On Tuesday evening, rush hour traffic came to a near standstill, and up to a foot of snow is expected there.
A white-knuckle ride home through whiteout conditions. The Lake Erie monster is alive in the form of a major lake-effect snowstorm. The ride home from work takes several hours for people heading out of downtown Cleveland. Tonight, the snow is still falling, the wind is still blowing, and our live coverage is just beginning. Good evening, everyone. A ruling has just been handed down by the Florida State Supreme Court in the presidential when it will end.
Your official school closing station already has several to report to you tonight and for tomorrow morning. You're going to see them at the bottom of your screen throughout this show, so do stay with us in this hour. Let's get things started now with Dick Goddard, who is in the Fox 8 Weather Center with the latest on this weather situation we're facing tonight. Dick.
All right, we're running up the tab here, and over the last, I would say, certainly 6 to 7 hours, the area that has been the target has been from the city of Cleveland through eastern and southeastern Cuyahoga County out into Geauga County. We're going to pick up Stormfox radar now. We're going to get some totals for you here in a while. But the area now in which the snow continues to be quite intense is out in Geauga County, running into southwestern Ashtabula County and northwestern Trumbull. Now here comes the close-up view, and some of these amounts, Andre has had an interesting a few hours out there in Novelty, and AJ is going to be bringing us up to snuff on that. But here again, a closer view in Geauga County of the snow that is still coming down at the rate of 1 or 2 inches an hour. Now, AJ's out on the front yard. He's going to give us some totals on who has so far been the leader in the clubhouse. AJ, I just had a report, though. It looks like the Connie at Ashtabula area in northeast Ohio, extreme northeast Ohio, 15 to 17 inches on the ground from this storm. Take it.
Pretty impressive stuff. And here at the station, a little bit different story, Dick. We put the ruler on the ground here. It looks like about 4 inches of snow on the ground from the old weather stick, and a wind still blowing. Traffic on the shoreway right behind me picking up from earlier this afternoon. Speeds 5-10 miles an hour, now up to about 35 or 40. We'll check the latest on Doppler radar and show you how the snows have been moving through the region. Snow bands shifting from the primary snow belts down into the secondary snow belts, and in particular, an interesting case in Novelty from our Andre Bernier, northern Geauga County. The snow stacking up there all the way from a trace of snow beginning at 3:30 this afternoon, but in a matter of an hour or two, 7 inches fell, then 3 inches the next hour, totaling over a foot of snow coming down in northern Geauga County. Lake effect snow warnings persist in northeast Ohio, including eastern Cuyahoga, Lake Geauga, Ashtabula County. So it is going to be a rough night for many of us as the snow band continues to dump more lake effect snow. Chill factors out here, incidentally, about 10 below, Dick. So, boy, talk about bundling up.
Thank you, AJ. And interestingly enough, now we're dealing with that snow belt and areas to the south, down in the Akron area over to Medina. You go down 77, you go south of where the 303 intersection cuts in. Roads are clear and dry. You head out on 90, you get far enough out there in Lorain County, and it's, again, clear and dry. So this is a limited area of extremely heavy snow, and we're not done with it yet, as we will point out when we come back.
All right, Dick.
Thank you. Of course, the big story, all of this, has been the nearly impossible ride home from work for thousands of greater Clevelanders.
It really has been something. Fox 8 News reporter Jack Shea has been keeping an eye on the highways and the roadways for us. He is live now with this part of the story. How is it out there tonight, Jack?
Pretty bad, Tim and Wilma. Now, this may not technically qualify as a blizzard, the storm that came through earlier, but it sure felt like a blizzard and looked like a blizzard to the folks who were caught in the middle of it. Now, the conditions on the Shoreway and other main arteries around Greater Cleveland have been so bad that what normally would take 25 minutes to get home has turned into a minimum of 3 hours in stop-and-go traffic. Cleveland's first major winter storm of the season strikes with a vengeance in the heart of rush hour, pounding Lake Erie's north coast with boatloads of lake-effect snow.
I hate it. I hate it. I'm
Why?
in the wrong state. Who would put up with this?
Traffic slows to a crawl on I-90 and other clogged interstates as motorists navigate icy roads strafed by gale force winds.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to love a 3-hour drive home tonight.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just put it in four-wheel and go.
At the height of the storm, the intensity of the snowfall is so great that it's creating whiteout conditions. So much so that the downtown Cleveland skyline is not even visible from the nearby Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Holiday shoppers, commuters, and even those rare Cleveland wintertime tourists are caught in the eye of the blizzard, reminiscent of the great storm of November 1996.
This storm, I can't believe it. I was like, oh.
Well, I'm from New Hampshire, so we have this all the time. So this is just like a northeast.
The storm makes for a nightmarish commute home for downtown workers. Opinions are divided among these Clevelanders seeking shelter in a downtown bus stop on whether a white Thanksgiving is a good thing.
I like it. I love it. I love snow.
Does this qualify as a blizzard, do you think?
Yes, and I don't think it's fair. We didn't get a summer, so we shouldn't get a winter either.
With the prospect of school closings and delays looming, these kids collecting coats for the homeless don't seem to mind this first blast of Old Man Winter's fury.
I think they're probably going to close our school down.
Does that upset you?
No, not at all.
And as you can see on the bottom of your screen, many schools are already closing and many more are sure to follow suit in the morning, so stay tuned to Fox 8 for that. Now, many communities in greater Cleveland have already declared snow emergencies and parking bans on major arteries. Tim and Wilma, we just talked to the folks out at Hopkins. They say things are running relatively smoothly out there, but they do recommend that you call your airline ahead of time to make sure that the flight is taking off on time. Another note, there are some folks who left work 6, 7 o'clock tonight that are still struggling to get home. We talked to a couple of folks that we work with. They are still stuck on the highways, believe it or not, still right now.
And they left us right after the 6 o'clock news, and they're still not home.
Jack looks so much better at this hour because we can actually see you.
Yeah, that's right.
And the cars behind you are moving along at a much more rapid pace than earlier this evening.
You know, Tim and Wilma, those winds coming off the lake, according to Dick Goddard, were literally gale force. And then when you introduce that lake effect snow coming up out of the lake, it was literally whiteout conditions along the shoreway, 480, 71, 77, all over the area, really.
All right, Jack Shea reporting live. Thank you, Jack.
Sure.
Well, most of us did have a tough time getting through the snow tonight, but if you think you had it bad, listen to this. Fox 8 News reporter Suzanne Stratford tells us about a group of students stranded for a day and a half.
Here they come.
24 hours late, after 36 hours stuck on a chartered bus,
God blessed us that we got back safe and sound.
students from the Ramah Academy finally made it home.
Let everyone say,
Monday, the kids left on a day trip to Niagara Falls. On their way back, they got a lesson in lake effect snow.
It was like up this high. It was able to reach up here to my pants.
So we was real scared though, because, you know, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know the bus was going to shut down.
It was really awful.
Augustus Orr drove the bus through Buffalo and right into one of the worst snowfalls on record.
I know I had plenty of fuel, just that trying to keep them warm. I didn't want to run the bus for 24 hours. I would run it about 2 hours, then I would shut it down for 15, 20 minutes.
The bus was knee-deep in bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Did you ever see snow like that before? No!
The kids were taken care of, but not exactly comfortable.
When people are in a bus for a whole day and they don't bathe, brush their teeth or nothing, and it's hot, oh my goodness. And then you have the toilet back there.
By the time the kids got home, everyone was ready for their adventure to end.
It was like kind of scary because we got stuck in the snow and the engine kept on shutting down.
When we got stuck in traffic and we couldn't move, I thought we were going to be there for like a whole 5 days or something.
Moms and dads were especially happy. They all have something extra to celebrate this Thanksgiving.
Yep, her smile. All her fussing and I missed her a lot.
Grabbed her, hugged her, and kissed her. Glad she'll be home with me.
There were a lot of happy faces there tonight, both the kids and the parents. Now, they were supposed to have a Thanksgiving Day, sort of an early celebration earlier today. They missed that, so they did have some treats for them when they returned from their trip, and another treat. Tomorrow, they only have half a day of classes to make up for that long road trip, Tim.